17 years later, Faisalabad wakes up to international cricket once again. The noise, the colour, the passion, all back where it belongs. A new series begins, and with it, the two new captains take charge. Shaheen's first ODI as Pakistan captain and Bretsky's first as Pro-Chase leader.
मैं सबसे एक्साइटमेंट इस चीज़ की है कि कल जब मैं पाकिस्तान का मैच नहीं जाऊँगा तो उधर पाकिस्तान की टीम क्या शोर मचेगा, बावर बावर।
मुझे बहुत खुशी है, मेरे शहर फैसलाबाद में साउथ अफ्रीका की टीम आ रही है। पाकिस्तान को तो हर कोई सपोर्ट करेगा, मैं तो साउथ अफ्रीका को करूँगा।
The stage is ready, the trophy awaits, and the wait finally ends.
Well, it's a historic occasion here in Faisalabad. We're here at the Iqbal Stadium. After 17 years, we'll be witnessing an international cricket match here, and it's the KFC Presents Vigotel Mobile ODI series between Pakistan and South Africa. A lot of history attached to this particular ground, lots of memories here. Some famous games have been played here on this very ground. The crowd support is something which has always been a standout of Faisalabad. And it's just so nice to see that we finally have cricket back here. Well, this is the last time that we saw international cricket being played here, which was the second ODI here in Faisalabad. Bangladesh made 225 for 8 in 48.2 overs, but it was affected by rain. This is what happened. Tamim Iqbal making 60, Afridi amongst the wickets, and then in response, Salman Butt at the top, 76 in just 72 balls. Pakistan won that match by the Duckworth-Lewis method by 7 wickets. But one thing that never disappoints here in Faisalabad is the crowd. No matter which format we're talking about, especially the limited overs format, when you talk about Faisalabad, the crowd here loves their cricket, and you can see the amount of queues that are already outside the ground. This ground is pretty much half full already, and the game hasn't even started. So you can't really match the spirit of the people of Faisalabad, because it's just absolutely wonderful to see them here come out with their flags supporting Pakistan, and I think they're just so excited to be here in Faisalabad. It's a huge occasion, and I've got with me to talk us through Amir Sohail and Vern Philander. Amir, great occasion firstly in Faisalabad, having cricket after 17 years. You know, you've played a lot of cricket here as well. Just talk us through the significance.
Well, whenever you come to Faisalabad, you have already mentioned, people just flock in. They love their cricket and the enthusiasm. When you talk about enthusiasm and anticipation here in Faisalabad, it's at top tier. And as a player, you come out here, the conditions are, when you talk about May as a batter, the conditions are very good here. So you tend to enjoy a lot coming out to Faisalabad. And I played quite a few first-class games here. So, you know, the conditions have been very good for the batters. At times, the conditions actually offer something to the bowlers, otherwise it's just batting paradise.
Vern, ODI format, completely different challenge, and great to be here in Faisalabad.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful to be a part of this setup today. I think coming in a little earlier, there's great enthusiasm, crowds outside queuing up. But like you said, the stadium's almost half full and we haven't even bowled the first ball yet. So really, you know, fantastic to be a part of this historic occasion in Pakistan cricket.
Well, a different challenge altogether for South Africa as well. They lost the T20 International Series, but they have a chance to redeem themselves here in Faisalabad. Of course, we'll have to wait and see how the conditions fare, because we haven't had a match here, international cricket match, in a while. Don't forget, Pakistan also has a new captain in the form of Shaheen Shah Afridi, so it'll be a different challenge for him as well. We are ready now because this crowd is building up nicely here, and they've been waiting patiently for the toss. We are ready with it. It's over to Uruj Mumtaz, who's out there with the two captains, followed by the pitch report with Ramiz Raja.
17 years, 6 months and 23 days later, international cricket returns to the beautiful city of Faisalabad. And more importantly, 2 new fresh faces under the captaincy lid. So let's get right into the coin toss. For Pakistan, Shaheen Shah Afridi. For South Africa, Matthew Bretsky. And we've also got Ranjan Madugale to make sure oversee all the proceedings tonight. Shaheen, you got the coin?
Tails is the call.
Tails is the call.
It is hits Pakistan.
fortunes remain the same in terms of the coin toss. Shaheen, you won the toss. What are you going to do and why?
We'll go for ball first.
Obviously, the fresh new surface. What do you make out of it on first look?
Yeah, it's fresh and we're playing for after a long time, and we played that last one day here. I think let's be slow and we use that condition with the ball early.
Now, as captaincy in the HPL, PSL, obviously you've got lots of experience, but as ODI captain, how much are you looking forward to this opportunity?
No, that's the opportunity, responsibility, and I'll try to enjoy and give us confidence to the players.
What about the mood in the camp? A good win in the T20 series, and how do you look to take that forward in the one-day format?
Yeah, I think everyone is chipping in that performance, and everyone is happy, and they're looking forward for this series as well.
Now, I don't know if you will remember all of the 11, but tell me if there are any new names in the ODI team that you're playing today.
All old names.
All old names. All right, then Shaheen, go well.
Thank you.
Right, Matthew, surface is obviously slightly obvious with the drier nature of the surface. What are you going to look to assess in terms of a total up front?
Yeah, look, it looks a bit dry, and we've heard that the dew comes into play later. So we're going to have to assess those first 10 overs and see if we can put a score on the board and defend it.
A new role for you as well as being captain, and the tough loss in the T20 series. What's the message been like coming into this one-day series?
Well, look, we take a lot of lessons from the T20 game, but we've been successful in this format for the last couple of months, so hopefully we can bring that confidence into the game.
Just past the last couple of months, you enjoy a fantastic record on debut in Pakistan, albeit it was Lahore and it was a different opposition, but you seem to enjoy the one-day format as well.
Yeah, I've had some good success in the ODI format, and hopefully it can continue.
What about your team? Any changes? What's the makeup like, if you can give us an idea?
We've got 3 debuts, Pretorius, Ferreira and Keshile, and then we've opted for 2 spinners in Bjorn Fortuin and George Linder.
All right, then, Matthew, have a good one.
Cool, thank you.
Right, then, the news from the centre is that Pakistan have won the toss and will have a bowl. Now, Shaheen Shah Afridi did say it is obviously a dry surface. Both captains have said that. And why we talk about this, I've got pitch doctor, Mr. Ramiz Raja, next to me, looking very dapper. Ramiz bhai, what do you make of this on the first look?
Well, this, Arush, could be the quickest and the smartest pitch report ever recorded, because I can sum up the conditions in one sentence. It's going to spin. Where's the camera? Where's the buggy? Right. It's going to spin not this much, not this much, not this much,
but that much.
Absolutely. So, I mean, the reason obviously is that there's straw-colored grass. There are plenty of cracks. These plates, they're not shaking. They're not moving right now. And I don't see it to be a very kind of a firm surface. But it's bone dry. And Pakistan bowling first, I'm not too sure whether that's the right way to go, because the stats tell us that chasing could be the real deal. But anyway, I mean, so make use of the conditions first up. Let's see how many spinners they play. How many spinners have they picked?
We don't know. We'll find out.
All right, okay. But anyway, conditions are ripe for spin bowling.
Right then, you've heard from Ramiz Raja. It is going to spin the opposition out of control.
All right, one thing is for sure, Pakistan's been extremely lucky with the tosses. South Africa will be batting first. Vern, what do you make of this side? Please tell us a little more about it.
Yeah, I think it's a wonderful opportunity for these guys to get an opportunity to bat first. I think Quinton de Kock, he needs some time out in the middle. Of course, this format, you can and you're allowed to afford yourself a bit of time. So a wonderful opportunity for the youngster Luandre Pretorius making his debut in the ODI format. De Zorzi in the 3, Britsky wearing the captaincy armband. Kasili back into the fold for South Africa as a debutant in this format, alongside the T20 captain Donovan Ferreira. So a lot of debutants in the top order. In the all-rounders position, Linder, Bosch, Fortuin, it's wonderful to see him back. I think he will bring wonderful control, especially given the nature of this surface. Lungin Giri and Lazard Williams to finish the 2-seam bowling attack for South Africa.
Well, South Africa's got their fair share of spin options, Amir, and then when you look at this Pakistan side, they also have a lot to offer in that regard.
I think it looks a very balanced side. You know, they have plenty of batters in their lineup, and when you talk about bowling options, especially spin options, they got plenty. And it's good to see Rizwan coming back to the side, and Fakhar Zaman logged up to open the innings for Pakistan. That will be encouraging for Fakhar to come out and be himself.
Absolutely, it's a wonderful opportunity for him to come out and get some runs. Also, you've got somebody like Abrar Ahmed and Mohammad Nawaz in spin options. Does it normally, you've played a lot of cricket here, does it normally offer a lot of turn from the times that you played, or has it changed?
I mean, there were occasions when it offered a lot of spin. The surfaces, especially in summers, when we used to play in August and September, it used to offer a lot to the spinners. But in winters, it was kind of a tacky kind of a pitch, uneven bounce and all that. But other than that, when you talk about reputation of Faisalabad, it has been favouring batters. But here, when you talk about ODI cricket, batters, they have to manage their innings in a proper way, and over management when it comes to bowling is very important. How you're going to fare in different spells of bowling. So I think that is going to be ultimate test of players.
What's going to be the key then in these conditions, Vern, from whatever you've seen, from whatever you've heard?
Yeah, I'm not surprised that Pakistan opted to bowl first. I think given the last two T20I internationals, they've had South Africa in trouble in that power play. So it's going to be a big ask for South Africa. Of course, during the daytime, I do expect that surface to turn quite a bit. And like everyone has alluded to, when there's a bit of dew, the ball do seem to skid on at night. So it's going to be important how South Africa start out with bat in hand. But I do feel there is that opportunity for them to get themselves in, to apply themselves and give themselves a little bit of extra time to get going on the surface, because runs on the board will be key.
Yeah, in ODI cricket, as a batter, you're not rushed. You know, what we saw during T20 matches, South African batters were, you know, very intemperate, I would say. They were playing too many strokes. But here, they can bide their time and actually structure something good.
Which might work in their favour as well, because, you know, there's so much talk around strike rates in our part of the world, but just in terms of the fact that you've got 50 overs. So as rightly pointed out by Amir there, just talking about how it might help our batters. Now, just this crowd, you know, it's just been amazing to see that they've already turned up. It's the game hasn't even begun yet, but I can tell you that the crowd has been building up nicely. It's going to be absolutely electrifying. That's one thing that we can vouch for. It's time to take a short break, and when we do come back, we'll have a closer look at this Pakistan and South Africa side. Don't go anywhere. Well, historic occasion at Faisalabad here. We've got a crowd building up outside. There's people already inside. And I can tell you that it's going to be very, very noisy. You know, you talk about deafening noise in cricket. That's what we'll experience here in Faisalabad. And why not? You know, they're getting to see their heroes after 17 years. You know, there's been domestic cricket here, but they haven't really seen an international cricket match. So the energy is absolutely unmatched. People from Faisalabad, you know, all smiles. Look at that excitement that we see, that anticipation that we are talking about. Right, so Pakistan has won the toss and they have decided to bowl first. So up first, we'll be seeing the fast bowlers who will have a task or two here. We spoke about the conditions, how it's going to help the spinners as well. Earlier today, I caught up with Naseem Shah to find out how well he's prepared for this particular match. नसीम, इतने सालों बाद फैसलाबाद में इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट वापस आ रही है. इट्स ऑल्सो मेंट टू बी सोल्ड आउट. तो पहले तो थोड़ा सा इसके बारे में बताएं कि हाउ एक्साइटेड यू आर टू बी प्लेइंग हियर.
बिल्कुल बहुत एक्साइटेड है सारे, क्योंकि फैसलाबाद में बहुत अरसे बाद एक तो इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट आई है और यहाँ का क्राउड जो है बहुत एनर्जेटिक है. और यू नो, हम डोमेस्टिक के लिए तो उसमें भी बहुत सारा क्राउड आया था, और ये तो भी इंटरनेशनल मैच है, तो उम्मीद करते हैं कि बहुत क्राउड आए और होपफुली अच्छा खेले ताकि जुगत कम पड़े हमें.
अच्छा, ये बताएं कि T20 फॉर्मेट में बॉलिंग करना और वनडे फॉर्मेट में बॉलिंग करना, ये स्विच इसको कैसे देखते हैं कि बॉलिंग में कैसी एडजस्टमेंट्स करनी पड़ती हैं जब आप इस फॉर्मेट में आते हो?
देखिए, T20 क्रिकेट ऑब्वियसली डिफरेंट है. वनडे क्रिकेट बहुत बेसिक, जैसे यू नो आप टेस्ट क्रिकेट खेलते हो, आपको बहुत ज़्यादा डिसिप्लिन रहना पड़ता है क्योंकि लॉन्ग क्रिकेट है, 50 ओवर्स. डिफरेंस बिल्कुल है, लेकिन आपको एडजस्ट करते जब आप लंबी क्रिकेट खेलते हो तो यू नो आपके लिए आसान होता है, क्योंकि लॉन्ग टाइम पे आपको एक अगर बैटिंग है तब भी आपको डिसिप्लिन रहना, और अगर बॉलिंग भी है तो लंबी देर तक आपको डिसिप्लिन और बेसिक चीज़ें जो है ना वो करनी है. तो आई थिंक सारे लड़के रेडी हैं, तैयार है, और ऑब्वियसली एज अ प्रोफेशनल जो भी फॉर्मेट आता है उसके लिए तैयार होता है.
अच्छा, ये बताएं कि फैसलाबाद आपने डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट खेली हुई है, यहाँ की कंडीशंस नॉर्मली कैसी होती हैं?
नॉर्मली जब हम लोग खेले थे तो पिचेस यहाँ पे आई बिलीव थोड़े स्लो होते हैं, और मेरे ख्याल से कि उसी तरह के पिचेस एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि रिवर्स पे ज़्यादा चांसेस होते हैं फास्ट बॉलर के लिए, और आई थिंक जो स्पिनर्स हैं उनको भी थोड़ा हेल्प मिलेगा. तो आई थिंक ऐसी भी नहीं है कि बैलेंस विकेट हमको देखने को मिले थे, लेकिन लेट्स सी कि अब यहाँ पे किस तरह के पिचेस हैं.
चलें, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर थॉट्स एंड गुड लक फॉर दिस वन.
थैंक यू.
Well, there you heard it from Naseem Shah. All these people have come out to watch their favourite stars, and they're obviously dressed up to the occasion. Babar Azam fans, they're everywhere. Everywhere, any part of Pakistan you go to, you will find them. And this is obviously not half of what you can expect here in terms of the crowd turnout, because there are lots and lots of people that have queued up outside. So, like I said, lots to look forward to, and lots to look forward to in terms of leadership as well from Pakistan perspective. Amir, Shaheen Shah Afridi, we've seen him briefly as a T20 captain, but that was very brief, and then he got changed, and now he comes back into that role. We've seen him also part of Lahore Qalandars. How do you see this sort of contest or challenge for him?
See, the most important aspect in captaincy is how you utilize the talent available for you. As a captain, you have to obviously give them confidence, encourage them, but at the same time, you have to keep the players in their comfort zone to start with as a captain, and gradually learn how to take them out of that comfort zone to be able to get most from their talent. So I think the usage of talent is going to be the key for Shaheen Shah Afridi, and then his own bowling. How he's going to manage different spells, and how he's going to use other bowlers alongside him.
ODI cricket, a different ball game to T20s, one. Just in terms of South Africa, with their leadership, how do you think he can really sort of utilize his resources?
Yeah, I think it's a wonderful opportunity for young Breetzke. Of course, given the nature of the surface where he grew up in Port Elizabeth, similar low, slow conditions, turning conditions. So I think he'll be well aware of the kind of leadership obviously expected of him, but also those changes, I think, in terms of how he marshals his spin bowlers, his fast bowlers. I think we heard Naseem Shah mention there that reverse swing might play a role here a bit later on, and I think this element in the bowling department that I'm fascinated about is obviously an element that has gone missing, in the recent past, but I do feel with the dryness of that surface, there will be a bit of reverse swing, so it's going to be important to see how both captains marshal, especially the seam bowlers. We expect the surface to spin, but I think it's going to be the seam bowlers who's going to have a massive say towards the back end of an innings.
Okay then, we're talking about totals here because we are reaching that part of the show. What total do you think, South Africa, when we talk about South Africa, what would they be comfortable with?
I think given the nature of the surface, you perhaps have to set your sights a little bit lower. I think if you can get 260, 270, you'll be well within this contest this afternoon.
Would Pakistan back themselves to get 260, 270?
I think with due round, it should be gettable. But I think if South Africa gets to 260, that'll be a huge effort, let me tell you that.
That will be a huge effort, and I can tell you that the support is definitely going to be there for Pakistan. Wonderful atmosphere already. People have lined up to see all the action. See you guys after the short break for all the live action.